शक्ति महामाता की जय। अर्य माँ पितृ भगवान की जय। बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम। And a very cordial welcome to you, my dear devotees, who have come here today to join with the Ramcharan family on their bereavement. Thank you ever so much for being here. In a short while, we are going to start our ceremony. Wait, come. Let us all stand, my dear devotees. As first of all, we thank that Divine Lord for being here today, us being here today. And we thank you, Lord of this universe, for Selvan, for the time that you had given him to us upon the face of the earth to continue in his dharma. A very humble person. He lived a good life. And at the final, my dear devotees, this is what counts. Dekho karam pradham vishwa karira ka, jo jaise waise phal chaka. That, my dear devotees, your action upon the face of the earth while you are in the human body, that is what goes with you, my dear devotees. So let us all pray. Om Hari Om. Gajananang bhutaganadi savitam kapita jambo phalachara vakshitam umasutam shoka vinashakarakam namami viganeshwara padapankajam. गौर रूपे महारावे सर्वशत्रु भयंकरी भक्तियो प्रदे देवी त्राहि मम शरणागतम. गुरुर ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरम गुरु साक्षाते परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. नागेंद्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय सूर्याय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय. शांताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशनं विश्वधारं गगनसादृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिवर्ध्यानगम्यं वंदे विष्णु भवभयहरण सर्वलोकैकनाथनं. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम हरि ओम तत्सत. विष्णु अध्यनम परमात्मने श्री पुराण पुरुषोत्तम अद्य ब्रह्मणे द्वितीय परार्वे श्वेतवारकल्पे वैवस्मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिपटम चरणो यम्बोदीपेक्षणदादेशे सांग्रे ग्रांडे जजमान नामस्य. You are saying within yourself that I, Antonio, stand here today to perform this devotion to you, Lord, on behalf of the soul of Selvan. We ask you, Lord of this universe, to please accept our humble offering and release that soul from this earthly sphere, that it can go and rest in a state of peace. Jajman namasya Antonio, apreta namasya Selvan, अमुक दिन अमुक बार अमुक संवत्सरे श्री अंत्येष्टि कर्म संकल्पम अहंकरिक्षे. मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षे मंगलाय तनोहरि. ओम कार्णम श्री कृष्ण अर्पणम कार्णम श्री कृष्ण अर्पणम कार्णम श्री कृष्ण अर्पणम. प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय. आसन लीजिए. May you take your respective seats, my dear devotees. For the flower. ओम अधिमुख गोत्र मुख प्रेतस्य मृतस्थाने शौनिमित स्नानं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठताम्. प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं रामचरण अनन्तदयातं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम्. मुखगोत्रमुखप्रीतस्य मृतस्थाने सौम्य श्रीचन्दनं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ॐ श्रीगन्धचन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाभ्यो अर्घ्यमुखगोत्रमुखप्रीतस्य मृतस्थाने सौम्य श्रीगन्धचन्दनं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ओम अर्घ्यमुखगोत्रमुखप्रीतस्य मृतस्थाने सौम्य गन्धं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं रामचरणं तद्वाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ॐ हरि ओं नमो नारायणाय ॐ श्री तुलसीदलं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य अनन्तर्याकं तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं अनन्तर्याकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ॐ श्रीमुखगोत्रमुखप्रीतस्य मृतस्थाने सौम्य सर्वं तुलसीदलं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् मलयादिनी सुगंधिनी मलयादिनी मलयादिनी वैप्रभु मयार्तानि पूजा अर्थं पुष्पपाणि तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य अर्घ्यमुखगोत्रमुखप्रीतस्य मृतस्थाने सौम्य पुष्पमालां मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं अनन्तदयाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् अच्छा प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। Let us all stand, my dear devotees. आजंचवर्ती संयुक्तं वायुनाथ पूजितं गृहान्दिवस्य त्रिलोकायाति विरापहं यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्त्रे कृतानिश्च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ते प्रदक्षिणं पदे पदे दीपदानस्य मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं रामचरण अनन्तदयाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ओम जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जब चार तरफ अंधियाराओ आशा का दूर किनाराओ फिर तू ही न केवन वाला हो फिर तू ही वेला पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे तू जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। आसन लीजिए, टेक योर रिस्पेक्टिव सीट्स माय डियर डिवोटीज। Close members of the family, very close members of the family, you are invited to come and offer flowers, mala. Yeah, and while we will have Bhayachan Jhingai offering you bhajan, my dear devotees.
पिंजरे के पंछी रे, हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोए। तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी का जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि न तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम दबोए। तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। छुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के चाले रे। छुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के चाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश के पगले, कोई न तेरा होए। तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, हे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सुए जीवन को पाले। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सारे सब है पराए। इनके लिए है कितना तूने दुख झेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले, दुनिया से डरना। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले, दुनिया से डरना। पाप के अगन में खुद को काहे को ढकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। हर की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले। हर की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले। जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। हर की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले। जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। खेल जगत का सारा उसने है खेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठा सपना, गैरों की दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। ये जिंदगी है प्यारी एक झूठा सपना, गैरों की दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। सबसे रहते हुए आए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
अच्छा, प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। My dear devotees, now we'll have a eulogy by the grandkids of Selvan, Dela and Darius Ramnath.
Sitaram, good day, Jai Jai Sitaram. Good day and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Delia Ramnath, alongside my brother Darius Ramnath, as we gather here in remembrance of our grandfather SELVON RAMCHARAN. He was a 69-year-old auto painter, a man who worked with his hands. Papa took pride in making things beautiful again, priding himself as being one of Sangre Grande's best auto painters at one point. Papa brought life to new vehicles, turning wear and damage into shine and color. His occupation was something he took great pride in, although occasionally you would hear customers quarreling for the lengthy time he took to complete the job. It was worth the wait because, as the saying goes, perfection takes time, and it would surely be a job done near perfect. We will miss Papa dearly, and we are thankful for the years he spent with us, although sometimes he would cut communication with no explanation. Then Mitch, he would walk into the garage randomly with some green fig and a grocery bag as a peace offering. Papa was a great cook, minus his chana and aloo, which we didn't have the heart to tell him it was too dry. He loved the beach, soursop ice cream, and Chinese food, which he made very well as red bean rice and stewed chicken, which my mom definitely inherited from him. My grandfather was a man who valued his friends and customers, always putting them first, and was there when they needed him. If customers, relatives, and friends stopped by, they were sure to get an earful, as he always had some past story to share. Often enough, Papa and Dario would stand for long periods outside discussing cars, as it was both a shared love and passion between them. I tried to understand and make my input in their conversation, but sadly I was not a car girl. I like to believe they bonded deeply over this, as he would send Dario over and he would come back an hour later because they would get into an old talk. One of my favorite things to do with Papa was go across for Diwali and light diyas every year. The night before, I didn't care to visit people on Lime, but I anticipated going by Papa later in the evening. He quarreled for the fun snap all over the yard, but I'm sure he was glad for the company. Now I'd like to share some words from my mother, Salome. My dad came from humble beginnings. He wasn't one for any emotional speech, but in his code, he once told me he was proud. Whoever told you to get into what you're doing, that was a great idea, and I've held on to that ever since. As Marvin would joke with him, goat don't make sheep, and yes, my mouth proved I was truly his child, as I was never afraid to correct him. Daddy always made sure we were well fed and educated, something I would forever be grateful for. We may not have as many memories as we wish, but I'll cherish the ones we have. My father knew almost everyone and expected my family and I to be the same way. He described the person, their family, house, land, and car, and I would still say every time, Daddy, you know I don't know anyone. But Daddy would insist, yes, Salome, you know them. My husband and son, however, always went along with it, and whoever my father was describing, they fooled him into believing that they knew them, when in reality they didn't have a clue as to who he was speaking about. He didn't just call you by a name, he upgraded it. Mine happened to be his godly daughter.
And of course, the icing on the cake. At the hospital, near his final days, his bedmates were quite impressed, as 3 ladies showed up, deeming him quite popular with the ladies. As Andy Shimona lovingly called him, this little piece of man was quite a dude's man. Now for some words from a few well-wishers. His only sister, auntie daughter, would like to express from her and her family, my brother Selvon was a good person to my children and I. He was always willing to give good advice. From the entire Jutram family, who was always a strong pillar of support to our family. Word of Mr. Anil Jutram. Good morning, Salome. Your dear dad has no more pain in his physical life. We grew up and learned a lot of things from him, namely how to be neat. No matter where you came from, he always liked things perfect. Happy to know you and Marvin are sending our dear Selvon to rest, in peace with your dear sister Sonia and the rest of his loved ones. In closing, may Papa rest in peace, and may his memory continue to shine. Just like the work he was known for he is now at peace, reunited with Auntie Sonia. From my family and I, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to all those who have supported us in one way or another during this most difficult time. Thank you from all of us. Sitaram.
प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय. My dear devotees, in our midst today we are so fortunate. We have Pandit Naren and Pandit Bimal Maharaj here today. Pandit ji, I will ask you to come and just say a few words, please. Anyone first? Yes.
Thank you, Baba. Jai Sitaram, everyone. Selvan ji was my god brother. My dad was his guru. And when I heard the little one saying one of his favorite things was soursop ice cream, off my own head I never knew. But my last visit to him, when he was sitting up and talking, I visited him for some strange reason. I passed in the grocery and I picked up a big tub of soursop ice cream and I took for him. And then he said, God brother, how do you know I love this? And I didn't know. And today she has said it, I had forgotten. But he was very close to us. Every Kartik morning, 5 a.m., he would come to Mazalina beach and stay with us for puja all day. He would come to Kumoto to visit my dad when he was alive all the time. And even when I would visit also, he would take that time off to drive to Kumoto to come and sit with me for an hour or so. So we shared a very close relationship. I know he was a lot closer to my brother, Pradeep. And I don't know if Pradeep is to hit his car more and go to get it painted by Selvan or for what reason, but they were very close friends. But all I would like to say that for all these years I have known him. The daughter did not recognize me, but I knew her from the time she was born, growing up, and and his family. And all I would like to say is, Selvan Bhai, rest in peace. I was fortunate on my last visit that I visited you and I sat with you, I prayed with you, and this is how the cycle goes. Chant says, Aaye bhi akela, jaye bhi akela. Akela means alone. Aaye means to come, jaye means to go. Alone we have come, alone we are going to leave. Do din ki zindagi hai, 2 days. But it's very significant to note, these are all illusionary things. After a while living, my dear devotees, Bhagavan has put this life in such a way to see how connected we are going to get with the material world, and sometimes you will forget him. And we get caught up so much that sometimes in the MIND, one thinks everything is MINE. This is mine, and that is mine, and that is mine. But the reality kicks in today. Every relationship that he would have built, most of you are his friends. I don't know very many of you. I know some of you. But every relationship that he has built is broken today. The only relationship that stays with us is our relationship with that Supreme Being. Unfortunately, in the life of many, it has become the weakest link. But Selvan quietly used to pray. He used to read his Hanuman Chalisa. He used to remember his Guru. He used to keep in touch all the time. I would like to say, Bhai Selvan, rest in peace. He Rama Purushottamana Hare Narayana Ekeshava Govinda Garatvaja Gunanidhe Damodaram Madhavam. He Krishna Kamalapate Yarupate Sita Pate Sripate Vaikuntharipate Characharpate Lakshmi Pate Pahimam. Gita Ganga Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahm Vidya Brahmbaldi Tri Sandhya Muktagehini Ardhamatra Shidayananda Bhaudani Bhainashini Veda Triparayanan Tatat Varth Gyana Manjari Anadhini Dhano Deva Shankar Chakra Garadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksham Pritamoksha Pradobhava Om Ram Nam Satya Hai Ram Nam Satya Hai Gat Hai Om Jai Shri Ram Jai Shri Krishna Om. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ram Nam,
Satya.
my brother ended on a very significant note. Satya. You know what Satya means? Anybody? What is Satya? Satya means the truth. Or that in front of you there. That is the truth you and I have to deal with in our lives. Is that true? Is it only for human beings? Is this truth only for a human being? It is the truth of the universe. Jata sahi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmad paryadyerthe natvam shochitu marhasi. That whatever has been created in the world, whatever, not only human beings, whatever, trees, plants, animals, the world itself, whatever has been created by the Maker, the end of that must come. That's the law. And that's the law we have to deal with in our lives. So there'll be birth and there'll be death. Is that true? For everything in the universe. But for a human being in particular, it is what do you do between B and the D. That space between birth and death is very significant for a human being. Dog has been born, tree has been given some fruits, cannot change. The only person in the world, the only thing in the world, I should say, that has absolute freedom is a human being. If you abuse the human being between your birth and death, what will happen to the D? The D will suffer. Is that true? Yes? The D will entirely suffer. So today, I'm saying I'm very happy to be here with my friend who has known for quite some time in our lives, quite some time. It was always my desire to visit his place because I did not see him for a long time. Whenever I pass, I'm not seeing anything, so I was wondering what is happening. The gate is always closed. I'm not seeing any sight of life anywhere. So I always thought probably he is by some family. I understand he wasn't well until I heard of the news of his passing. One thing I must say, he was a man of orderliness. That's true. And because he was orderly, he was neat. And when he fixes a vehicle for you, you can see the taste of the man's heart on the vehicle. And because he was neat, he was clean. And because he was clean, he maintained his traditions of the Hindu culture all the time in his life. My brother is rightly correct. Whenever there is some fast and feast and festival, he's always there to show up. He has been blessed by a wonderful teacher, his guru, Pandit Hardatji, and he always speaks highly of his teacher whenever we are in conversation. Whenever I will go to his home, he will say, Baba, I just got up this morning and see my astan there. lit his deer, offer his worship to the divine. He was a man always on the back of his mind. He always thought about his maker. We are blessed to have such a person in our community, because he was a man, in spite of all his, his difficulties in his life, he maintained a sense of quietude about his life and pursue his responsibility. A lot of stuff we can learn from this guy. You don't have to go any book to learn about life. You can look at the life of others. Selvon's life was one of them. If you have to do something for somebody, you give it the best shot. The last time I saw him face to face, but I didn't have the opportunity to meet him in person, was at the last Shivratri program we had, I think it was this year, I think it was. He came very early in the morning. He used to come about 3-4 o'clock. I'm on this Singhasan and I want to meet him, but there are so many people there, looking at me at the same time. So I'll say, when everything is over, I'm going to see him. By the time I looked in the distance, he did his duty and has gone. So may God bless his soul. God bless his soul. God bless the parents he came from to have such a son. I wish they had lived to see the quality of a son that they had in their lives. We in Sangre Grande, we are also blessed to have a gentleman passing through our midst, and of course, learning from the values he have given in his life. God bless his children, and I wish you God's strength. Time is a great healer. With the passage of time, of course, the strength will go back with you. Yeah? God bless you all. Ram Nam. Satya.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bimal. Thank you very much, Pandit Naren. Yeah, come. Pushpamala Niyadiyati Ramdware Mahagore and Dinasamasavati Tatravalokanathaya Dupam Patish. अच्छा प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। अज्ञानं तिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। My dear devotees, why are we all gathered here today? There's a purpose. We say that Selvan is dead. But when I look at it, my dear devotees, very carefully, and when I look at our scriptures, we would realize that no one and nothing cannot die. Death means to go out of existence forever. And therefore, if that means that, then what is the purpose of heaven and hell? If you are dead, then you have nowhere to go. Neither to heaven, neither to hell. According to our scriptures, Arjuna placed that question to Lord Krishna. He wanted to know. And this is something we have to know too, that Sanatana Dharma is built on question and answers. The very beginning of the Gita starts with a question. And this tells us that when you don't know something, inquire. Ask a question, my dear devotees. So this is what Arjuna did. Lord Krishna said to him, Arjuna, the soul is never born, and the body is really never alive. So it's just like when a person discards their worn-out clothing. When your clothing becomes old, you have no use for it again, you discard it, and you purchase new ones to put on, my dear devotees. Says so too, when the body becomes unfit for the soul to live in it, the soul gives up that body, and eventually it may take on a new one. My dear devotees, we are on a journey. And that journey is for us to remember what or who we are. That is our purpose in life, self-realization, to know who am I. To search for yourself, my dear devotees. As Pandits said, we are tied up in this world, and we cannot come out of it. This is what we were taught from time immemorial. These things were taught to us. Having ourselves, identifying ourselves with the body. Well, if you are the body, Selvan is here. Let us take him and carry him home. He's right here. But we all agreed to discard of that body, my dear devotees. because it's no longer useful for Selvan. And so this body is created of Pancha Tattva, 5 elements: earth, water, heat, air, and ether. Some people call it space. When they come together, a body is formed, my dear devotees. Sometimes you hear in the Western world that God formed man out of the dust of the ground and then breathed into him the breath of life. Then that became a living soul. In other words, God put a part of himself into this, although in the absolute form he is in it, my dear devotees. But for the sake of the relative world, he divided himself into particles and placed them in each living entity, approximately 8,400,000 different species of life. And so we begin to what we call live. So in reality, that which is within you is a divine part of God. The only difference is that you made yourself forget yourself. You made yourself forget what or who you are by being tied up in the relative or material world, my dear devotees. Our duty is to work to realize what or who you are. There is never a time and there is never a place that you cannot go back to God. It doesn't have to be in this avatar. It may take many, many avatars, because the inner self is asleep. Hardly anyone is making that effort to awaken it. You see, many times we talk about the third eye, but we just talk about it. We don't really know, and we are not searching for it. But that's good too, my dear devotees. But one day, each one of us, in some time in our avatar, we would remember who we are. And that is the key to life, to remember that you are that divine spark of God. Once you remember that, automatically you become one with the whole again, my dear devotees. And you don't get it outside of the human body. This is a tool that was given to you. Bade bhagya manush tan pawa. Surdulabh sadagranthana gawa. You are working and working and working, and it's by good works, my dear devotees, that you have done in the past, that in this life we attain a human body. Sadhana ka dham moksha karadvara. This human body was given to you to perform, to live good, to live righteous, to live an upright life like the departed here, my dear devotees. And keep going. Every life you come back with these beautiful actions that you perform, and you continue from there. And one day, the time will come when we will realize what and who we really are, my dear devotees. The whole secret of this universe or this creation is to learn to live loving. And once you learn to live loving, you're going to love living, my dear devotees. You see, sometimes we just say it and we don't pay attention. We just say it. You know, sometimes something, where you go do, boy? God is love. We just say that, ain't? Don't worry, God is love. Reverse it now, my dear devotees. God is love, love is God. And once you are living in love, you are living in God, my dear devotees. Prem se boliye, Guru Ramanand Swami ki jai. Ram bhajan se preet laga le pyare. Ram bhajan se preet. At all times sing the praises of that Lord. Whatever religion you may belong to. All leads to the same place. Just live it up right, my dear devotee. Mata pita sutta bandhav nari sabdo din ke meet. Mother, father, brother, sisters, and all these things. Sabdo din ke meet. They are for 2 days, my dear devotee. While we are here in the relative world. The father or the person that we call father or husband or brother will be no longer. Sabdo din ke meet, my dear devotee. So live loving and you'll love living. Prem se boliye, Guru Ramanand Swami ki Jai Sharanam. Jai Gurudev. My dear devotees, if there is anyone who wants to offer a flower or so, a quick way to the body here, you are free to do so now, my dear. We have flowers here, just take a flowers in a bit and offer. Like you have nice white flowers here. Malyadini Sugandhini Adhyamuka Gotra Mukha Pretasya Mritastane Shaunimet Pushpam Mayadiyate To Patishtatam. In a short while, Pandits, in a short while, my dear devotees will be leaving to go to the banks of the Caroni River. To dispose of the body and to send back the 5 elements to where they belong. Adhyamukha Gotra Mukha Pretasya Mritastane Shaunimet Pushpam Maya Diyate To Patishtatam. And on behalf of the Ramcharan family, we would like to say thank you, my dear devotees. Thank you ever so much for joining with us in this our bereavement. Chan. Chan? Chan Jing Kai come now. We'll have one bhajan here, my dear devotees, and then we are going to do a closing prayer. Thank you. Go ahead. So everything you sing, that's all right.
चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो, जुल्फे है जैसे खांड पे बादल झुके हुए, जुल्फे है जैसे खांड पे बादल झुके हुए, आंखें हैं जैसे में के प्यारले भरे हुए, मस्ती है जिसमें प्यार की तुम वो शराब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो, चेहरा है जैसे झील में हंसता हुआ कंवल, चेहरा है जैसे झील में हंसता हुआ कंवल, या जिंदगी पे साज पे चहरी हुई गजल, जाने बहार तुम किसी शायर का ख्वाब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो। चौदहवीं का चांद हो।
अच्छा, प्रेम से बोलिए गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। You know, my dear devotees, sometimes we think, sometime when someone dies or leave the body, that is, transmigrate, sometimes they go with the eyes and leave the body with the eyes open. And us living human beings have to close down the eyes. If we as human beings have to close the eyes of the person or the body, then why closing that eye, my dear devotees, why that person lying in that box there today, why can't he open our eyes? Look, and you're going to see, my dear devotees. Let us all join and close in prayer as we all stand. Om Anadhinidhano Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksham Priyatnamasya Salvan Mokshapado Bhava. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvamagatinagatirabhav Sansaramagnanam Prasida Purushottamam Asatoma Sadagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityuramamritam Gamayam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Universal prayer, my dear devotees. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Chasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Gurudev. Asan लीजिए. My dear devotees, we will leave now to do our part on the outside there, and then we'll be heading to the banks of the Caroni River for a 1 p.m. cremation. Thank you very much again.
Om Shanti.
Vietnamस्य राम नाम सत्य है वो सबका रहता है और
飞身手，飞身手。
Come. You keep your secure, right? You come.
Yes. Sure.
Inside
jalam maya datan pretanamasi selvananandayakam to patistatam. Breeze. द्वारे महाभूरे तत्रावलोकनाथाय दीपोऽहं प्रतिष्ठितं प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं तो राम नाम राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका घट है। राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका घट है। राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका घट है। The one in the shade. राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। Jalam maya ditam pretanamस्य सर्वं अनन्तया राम नाम सत्य है, वो ही सबका स्नानं मया दीयते चौतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं
Sawana. I would just full message.
Remuka Gotaram Kapeta Semestanim Chauki Pendanan, Namata Deakan,
No uphill and I'm very common like
Tilanjalan Mayadatam Kreta Mr. Selvon,
I would just
Namata Deakan, Yam Dware Mahagore and Dinasamasabhrite, Tatravalukanathaya Divoham Patishtatam, Pretanamasya, Salvan Anantariyakam, To Patishtatam. राम नाम सत्य है वो ही सबका सत्य है
Yeah. Okay.
स्नानं मया दीयते तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रीतनामस्य अनन्तदयाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् गोत्रमुखप्रेतस्य मृत्युस्थाने शौनमित् पंचम पिण्डदानं तौ प्रतिष्ठतां प्रेतनामस्य अनन्तदयाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठताम् ॐ तिलञ्जलं मया दत्तं प्रेतनामस्य सर्वं अनन्तदयाकं तौ प्रतिष्ठितं सर्वं पांचतत्व शान्ति पांचतत्व शान्ति पांचतत्व शान्ति 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 है यम द्वारे महाघोरे अंधेनासमसावृत्ति चतुरावलोकनाथाय दीपोऽहं प्रतिष्ठतां दीपोऽहं प्रतिष्ठतां दीपोऽहं प्रतिष्ठताम् राम नाम सत्य है सत्ता गंध है प्रेत नाम तत्व शांति प्रेत नाम सर्व शांति 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 हरि शांति 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 पवित्रो ग्रंथसम अनया गुणापावित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्ववस्तांगतो पीव यह मैं तो पुण्यरिता अध्ययन कर पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्ववस्तांगतो पीव यह स्मृतिरिता ओम अग्निमिरे पुरोहितम यस्य देवं ऋत्वजमोतारं रत्ने रतमम श्री क्रव्यादि अग्निदेवता क्रव्यादि अग्निदेवता ओम क्रव्यादि अग्निदेवताय हवनम् आसनं पूजनं प्रतिघटं समर्पयामि। ओम क्रव्यादि अग्निदेवताय नमः स्वाहा इदम अग्निदम नमः ओम सोमायभ्यो नमः स्वाहा इदम सोमायदम नमः ओम प्रजापतिभ्यो नमः स्वाहा इदम प्रजापतिदम नमः ओम इंद्रायभ्यो नमः स्वाहा सर्व आदिशक्ति ओम लंभ्यो स्वाहा तप्यते स्वाहा लोहिताय स्वाहा मेरभ्यः स्वाहा मासेभ्यः स्वाहा सन्यभ्यः स्वाहा अस्तभ्यः स्वाहा मजभ्यः स्वाहा रेतसे स्वाहा पायसे स्वाहा आयासायसे स्वाहा सायासायसे स्वाहा संन्यासायसे स्वाहा गृहसायसे स्वाहा अध्याय स्वाहा सोचे स्वाहा सोचते सोचते स्वाहा स्वचमनाय स्वाहा शोकाय स्वाहा तप्यसे स्वाहा तप्यते स्वाहा तप्यमानाय स्वाहा तपताय स्वाहा धर्माय स्वाहा निष्कृताय स्वाहा पायश्चय स्वाहा भेषजय स्वाहा यम आय स्वाहा अंतकाराय स्वाहा मृत्युवे स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ब्रह्महिताय स्वाहा विश्वेभ्यो स्वाहा विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो स्वाहा ध्यायव स्वाहा पृथ्वीभ्यः स्वाहा स्वाहा सर्व स्वाहा। Om, 3 handfuls on behalf of all your ancestors, both on your mother and father side. Matri Pitri Bandhavebhyo Namaha Swadha. मातृपितृबान्धवेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा मातृपितृबान्धवेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा सर्वमातृपितृ सर्वमातृपितृभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ओके सर्वपापहरं दिव्यं गंगेयं निर्मलं जलमिति आचमनम् क्रव्यादि अगेन्देवताय नमः क्रव्यादि अगेन्देवताय नमः क्रव्यादि अगेन्देवताय आहावनम् आसनं bow to the fire and touch it, Lord. O Agendevata, we bow to you today, dear Lord, and we ask of your divine mercy, please, as we use you today to perform this cremation on behalf of the soul of our Father. We thank you again and again, O Agendevata. Dhanyabad, 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 Kravyadi, Agendevata.
Even the cord, and there's a boxy push. Ready? Just look at Center. Good shit and come. Keep it right and go. Raise the back and push. Right. Come again. Come again. Right, keep it in. Again. Up. Yeah, we're going to go to stand and meet it. Five. You one at a time?
Yeah, give me time. One time.
Quick.
Yes. Somebody hold it, yeah. One man hold his stone, next man hold his post.
Like it.
I guess I'm going to hold the arm. On the side.
You on the side of the arm. Right?
Yeah, we're going this way.
Right.
Ready? Everybody hold it? Excellent. Great.
Piano, eh?
Watch it up.
Good.
Stay with the stuff.
Yani kani japa pani janmantri katane like the company the yeah, oh, it's like man, it's like Yani kani japa pani janmantri katane kani kani janmantri pradakshanam pade pade Yani kani japa pani janmantri katane kani janmantri pradakshanam pade pade Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko Jai 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 Krishna Hare Om Jai Shanti Antariksham Shanti शांति रापक शांति रोषध शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांति रेवा शांति सामा शांति आत्मा सेल्वन शांति आत्मा सेल्वन शांति आत्मा सेल्वन शांति 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 शांति
तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः